Ronan's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties and views to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Steal out on your YouTube, brother, let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American and YouTube Ronin, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Coming Attractions from May 28th, 2026. Tonight we control the vertical, we control the horizontal. All right. I did originally want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X, but at the moment, I'm not 100% sure we're there. Okay, looks like we might be. All right. Okay, so those of you following along on Twitter, hello. All right. I do want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the live chat. Enigma Severus, my co-host on the Mystery Movie Night podcast. Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf, good to see you. Bringing the Netters Network raid, Netters Network. Channel member JPRPH1. All right. Well, been quite a week. Been a long one, but we're going to make it, guys. I'm seeing some good things in the future. At least I hope. I hope. Never lose hope. That's always a thing. Now, I do want to say hello to all of the new subscribers that have joined up in recent weeks. Thank you. Hope that you are enjoying the show. And I want to thank everyone who watched the review of Obsession, Curry Barker's Obsession, that I did with Sin's Corner and Enigma Severus. It is now the most watched video in the history of my channel. So thank you all very much for everybody who watched that video, regardless of where you may be. Thank you. And thank you for getting the video out there and letting it go viral. I really do appreciate it. We kind of put that show together kind of last minute, and we were kind of off the cuff, but it was a good show, and I'm glad that everyone is enjoying it so far. So thank you all very much. The movie is doing well. I'm happy to say. I said be the competition, and I'm glad to see there are some YouTubers out there who are definitely, taking that to heart. I mean, obviously not Curry. Curry has been on YouTube longer than I have, so he doesn't need my help for promotion. Though I'd love to have him on. Hello to Fitty Bands. And Dang Mill. Thank you. All right. For those of you who may be new to this show, this is a show that I do every week at around this time, where I come on and kind of touch base with my subscribers, channel members, and let everybody know kind of what's going on, a little bit behind the scenes, and where the channel is going to be going in the next week or so, what I'm going to be up to, where I'm going to be. I used to do this as a series of shorts. Right before I would go on, I would shoot like a 30-second video and post it. But now I just decided, hey, it would be easier, just to make a weekly show out of it. So that's what this is. And like I was saying, I've always had the hashtag on this channel, which is Be the Competition. And if you are not getting the entertainment that you feel you deserve, I believe that you out there listening to me right now can come up with something better than what a lot of the folks out there in Hollywood are doing right now. So seeing YouTubers come out and make their own films, write their own books, create their own comic books, I'm all for that, and I encourage it. So I'm glad to see that someone from our sphere is doing well. Obsession's a good movie. It's a really intense movie. It's not going to be for everybody, but it's a very good film, and I stand by my review of it. And check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And check out the movie, check out the review that's up on my channel right now. And it's also kind of a rarity these days to see a movie do better in the second and third week than it did in its first, because usually you have a week or two grace period, and then you have that 50 or 60% drop off. So the fact that a movie that got made for $750,000 has already made like 80 million, that should be applauded. We need more original film like that from new voices. So I support that wholeheartedly. Yeah. All right. Hello to Taya J. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. All right. Well, let's get to the main crux of the show, which is letting all of you out there know what I am going to be up to for the next week or so. And I am going to start off tomorrow night at 8 p.m., my upcoming appearance on Big Al's channel for Films with Friends. And this week, we are going to be watching The Emperor's New Groove, starring David Spade, John Goodman, Eartha Kitt, and Brock Samson himself, Patrick Warburton. And this is from the year 2000, and it features this is a good movie for families, and has a great message to it too. It's Disney when Disney was still at its best. I'm a fan of this movie. I think it's very funny. The voice casting is perfect. You have a emperor's kind of very stuck on himself, narcissistic, snooty, and he kind of gets a taste of his own medicine, and he gets turned into a llama. You know, and the movie is about him kind of bettering himself and reversing that while trying to get away from the villains. So yeah, and it's a short one too. The movie's like about an hour and 20 minutes, so it doesn't outstay its welcome. So I highly recommend this movie. It's a lot of fun. I saw it in theaters back in the day. So check it out. If you've never seen it, check it out along with Big Al and myself over on his channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as I co-host Films with Friends. And hello to channel member Geek Flag with Nate Knows. Good to see you, sir. Check out Nate's channel as well. And please subscribe to everyone that you see here in the chat. They all have great channels. All right. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, Films with Friends on Big Al's channel. So check that out. All right, so we're going to switch over here real quick to my channel so you get to see what's coming up. All right. Let's scroll up here. All right. Now, as of right now, I don't have anything planned for Saturday. I may take that time to catch up on things around the house. I might go to a movie. I'm very curious about The Backrooms. I'm also curious about Pressure with Brendan Fraser. It's a World War II film about Eisenhower and D-Day. I'm looking forward to giving that a look at some point. If not this weekend, certainly soon. Or, you know, but right now I don't have anything planned. Usually, my friend Outlaw Bill has a karaoke show that he usually starts off at around 11 p.m. Eastern. And I jump onto that when I can. Not always there for the whole show, but I'm usually there for the second half. So if I'm there, I'll let everybody know. But first things first, and that is gets us on over to Sunday. And hello to the bird woman of YouTube, faithful Blue Wrench and channel member, Connie Cleary. Good to see you, as always. All right, so this gets us on over to Saturday. No, sorry, we're past Saturday. We're on to Sunday for Western Cinema Presents. This is a show that I co-host with Outlaw Bill. He started this program off, I think, about 5 or 6 years ago. And he used to host this with the late great son of a red shirt. And since then, I have had some pretty big boots to fill. And this week, we're watching a movie we've actually seen before, but we wanted to revisit it. And this is Two Mules for Sister Sarah. It's from 1970. It stars Clint Eastwood playing one of his kind of man with no name types, along with Shirley MacLaine. She is traveling alone. She is accosted by some bandits. Clint Eastwood shows up, does some Clint Eastwood things, gets rid of the bandits, and he and Shirley MacLaine go off on their own adventure, and that's the main crux of the film. So yeah, we did see this movie before, but we just found out that Amazon Prime will no longer be carrying this movie after Sunday. So this might be the last chance that we have for a while to watch this one. So we're going to revisit Two Mules for Sister Sarah. It's got some action, got some comedy, a little bit of romance here and there. It's a fun one. So if you've never seen it, now's a good time to join Outlaw Bill and myself. We're going to be simulcasting the broadcast as usual. Now, I do want everybody to remember, when it comes to watch parties, like Films with Friends, like Western Cinema, we are not able to show the film. And that is because YouTube has copyright guidelines that are very stringent, especially here in the United States. Plus, we want Clint Eastwood to like us. We don't want him to sue us, for copyright. So even though I don't think he directed this one, but it kind of plays like a movie he would direct. It's so that's kind of the deal. So what we do is we use an app called Cosme, and we put the link up into chat before the show starts. So all you got to do is click the link, and you'll be able to join us to watch the movie uncut in its entirety. We just can't show it on air. So if you're not watching live with us, you would need your own copy or to find it elsewhere on streaming. But we're big proponents of physical media, so we always advise everyone to have their own copy. All right. Now, I do realize a little bit late that I did skip over a couple of broadcasts by some friends and channel members. Going back to Friday night, I do want to remind everybody that right after Films with Friends is concluded, we'll send you over to Troy Pacelli's channel for his program Friday Night Last Call. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on Friday night. And he will be discussing, it's kind of his, I guess you would say, kind of week in review kind of show. He co-hosts that, of course, with his lovely better half, Netters Network, along with Aged Boomer. So that'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Then I want to remind everybody that on 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on Saturday, this week, Netters Network's Retro Cinema. And this week's movie is going to be Hanging Up, starring Walter Matthau and Diane Keaton and Meg Ryan and Lisa Kudrow. And that's going to be over on Netter's channel, and she'll be co-hosting that along with Troy and Big Al Presents. So join them for that program. All right, and then remember to join us, Outlaw Bill and myself, for Western Cinema Presents this week's movie, Two Mules for Sister Sarah from 1970 with Clint Eastwood and Shirley MacLaine. All right. Let's get on to the remainder of Sunday evening. And from 8 o'clock to about 30 p.m. Eastern is a block of programming. It starts off with Unscripted. Now, while most of the shows on my channel are meant to be fun and entertaining and chill, this is when I get into news stories that I think are being ignored by the mainstream media. And while some of these shows are fun and informative, sometimes I have to talk about a dark subject. And for episode 150 of Unscripted, my longest running show on my channel, I want to talk to you about a young man that you probably haven't heard of. And he's a young man by the name of Henry Nowak, who you see here in the thumbnail. And he was murdered in the UK. And I don't think that the case is getting the press that it deserves. Certainly not from the mainstream press. But I want to talk about it. And YouTube is not going to like this episode. And the Metropolitan Police is not going to like this news story. So, while this is not something that I wanted to do a show on, I've got some things that need saying. And man, I hope that the citizens of the United Kingdom, our friends from across the pond, get their country back sometime very soon, because they're about to lose it. I think there's still a chance. I think there's still a sliver of a chance. But we'll talk more about it on Sunday night. And I do want to say hello to Sin's Corner, my co-host on the Mystery Movie Night podcast. She has a great channel. Please check it out. All right. And Sin says, I've heard of him. Terrible story the UK has lost. Yeah. Well, you know what? I am going to be talking about what the mainstream media does not want to talk about. And there is a story to tell here. And I'll go into it in more detail on Sunday. But join me for episode 150 of Unscripted. All right. Now, like I said, Unscripted is part of a block of programming that also includes Geeky Geezers. And this is over on Aged Boomer's channel. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. It is co-hosted by Troy Pacelli and honorary Geezette, Netters Network. I'm always there in the chat, so join me for that program. Again, kind of a week in review sort of show. It's a lot of fun and very informative, especially if you want to know what's going on, in the world of either Nintendo or Hasbro, which is not doing very well right now, or Warner Brothers, which is not doing very well right now. So join me in the chat for that. And right after that, right after Geeky Geezers is completed, at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central, is a program that I call Reserved Seats. I have done 36 episodes of that program. It is a spinoff of a program that I used to do called The Other Side of Midnight, which I did about 77 episodes of. And when I decided to rebrand my channel, I made some changes, and I changed the name and changed the format a little bit, where it's just me with, instead of having a whole panel of guests and going on into the wee hours of the evening, I do 90 minutes with one guest at a time, on occasion two. Now, as of this week, there will be no reserved seats. It will be back, hopefully next week. I just didn't have time to secure a guest for this show, for this week. But it will be back for episode 37, tentatively scheduled for next week. So that means I am going to be filling the time with Behind the Curtain, number 16. And this is going to be for the members. I am going to go ahead and do a member stream Sunday night at 11 p.m. All of you who are members of the channel, you will be given access to this program. And if you're curious to see what's going on, if you want to come on and say a few words, become a member of the channel. Memberships are available. So join me and my members. For my channel members, folks, before you get cute in the chat, channel members, 11 p.m. Sunday evening for Behind the Curtain number 16, tonight's member stream. And JP is putting up the member emojis right now. Thank you, sir. And of course, right after that program is over, at 12:30 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 p.m. Central, you will be redirected back over to Troy Pacelli's channel for his rewatch of Doctor Who, the original series. He's going to be starting with the first 3 episodes of season 2, starring the true first Doctor, William Hartnell. So join us for that. I'll be over there in the chat watching along with everyone else. All right, so that gets us on over to Monday. Monday will be Mystery Movie Night. So I am going to be heading off to go see whatever that film might turn out to be. But with luck, I should be back in time to join Troy and Netter for their member stream, Last Call Members Night at the Movies. So if you want to join us for that, become a member of Troy's channel and catch this week's movie, whatever it may be, along with us. All right. So, since there will be a mystery movie this week, that means that we will begin Tuesday night for Mystery Night, another block of programming that will begin with the Mystery Movie Night podcast at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, where I am joined by my co-host, Sin's Corner, who's with us in the chat, along with a rotating roundtable of special guest critics, Enigma Severus, Kyle Corwith, Off the Cover, Wilkie's Movies and Music, D Movie Man, Rachel the Elder Millennial, Lost into Real, and whoever we can Shanghai into joining us that night. So we will be reviewing Monday night's mystery movie, whatever it may be, at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That will be followed directly after by the next episode of Live from Sparkwood in 21. And this is a program that I co-host with Troy Netter and Boomer. And it's a retrospective of the Twin Peaks television series. Its prequel film, Fire Walk with Me. It's 25 years later sequel series, The Return, and the films of David Lynch. It's basically an appreciation of his career. So join us Tuesday night at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, as we watch episode 5 of season 2, entitled The Orchid's Curse. And it's going to be all about Harry and Cooper, saving Audrey Horne from the clutches of the evil Jean Reno. So check that out. It's going to be an action-packed episode. All right. So saying, I believe Rachel said she plans to go to the mystery movie, so hopefully she can join us on Tuesday. Great. The more the merrier. Indeed. All right. So 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, live from Sparkwood in 21. And of course, that will be followed directly after by the Casebook of Sherlock Holmes. This is, of course, the Grenada television series from back in the 80s and 90s. Jeremy Brett as Sherlock Holmes, Edward Hardwicke as Dr. Watson. And this week's episode is going to be Soscombe Old Place. And that will be hosted, of course, as usual, by Troy Pacelli and Netters Network. And that'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. That gets us on over to Wednesday night. And that's usually the night that I take off. But I will be there in the chat as usual for the Mystery Movie Night No, not Mystery Movie Night. I'm sorry. I get confused. I'm on so many shows. The Physical Media Show, which is over on Fanzine Vid's channel, where he's joined by Tom Connors, Midnight's Edge After Dark. And that program usually begins around 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. I'm there in the chat. So if you want to get the skinny on all the new releases that are going to be out on 4K and Blu-ray and whatnot, join that show. It's pretty informative. All right. That gets us on over to Thursday. For the next episode of Action Theater. This is another show that I co-host with Outlaw Bill. And we are going to spend the month of June watching adventure films. And we're going to be starting off with The Mummy Returns. from 2001. Of course, with Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and The Rock is the Scorpion King. Well, for part of the movie, and then at the end, he's like bad CGI. But it's still a fun movie, despite its faults. And we haven't done this film before, so we're looking forward to it. It's one that we've had on the list for a while. So join Bill and myself. It's going to be simulcast on both channels. Join us at 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central for the next episode of Action Theater, The Mummy Returns. Then, of course, later on that night at 10 p.m., you can join Netter's Network for her next episode of Thursday Things. And then right after that, same bat time, same bat channel, I will be right back here for next week's episode of Coming Attractions. Since those recently saw The Mummy Returns when it came back to the big screen a couple of months ago. Nice. Right on. All right. Well, that is the lineup for this week. I want to thank everyone for joining me once again for this broadcast. Say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Sorry for the late start. My fault completely. I want to thank everyone who joined us here in the live chat. Troy, Netter, Enigma, Sin, Connie, JP, Nate, Dangamil, Vidi Bands, Cheruji. I know I probably got that wrong. My apologies. Charlotte Night Star the Werewolf. All right. I want to thank you all once again for joining me. Remember, once again, those of you who are members, Sunday night, right after Geeky Geezers is completed, will be the next member stream, Behind the Curtain number 16. That'll be 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. So for those of you night owls out there, join me. Open mic, open topic. All right. Thank you all very much once again. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, in the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah, yeah. Steve out on your YouTube, bro, let's roll.
That's all, folks.